Hi guys, welcome back to Aaron Claire Sims. I've been doing some voiceovers, and my last voiceover for the Summer Family, which I don't know which one's being posted first or whatever, it was terrible because I had a bloody nose like randomly as I started recording, and that went well, and I'm losing my mind. College is difficult, guys. College is very difficult, and I'm losing it. So this sim that you are seeing right now will not be, she is not meant to live in the house that I'm building. The idea is that this is Babs Mayfield. She has a son, Kyler, and a sister named Emma. Emma is a teenager, and Babs does not take care of her son. So Babs lives elsewhere. She's like a tattoo artist. She's got a ton of cool tattoos. And this is no, saying, all tattoo people are bad parents. I was just making interesting sims, and I wanted to make a sim where, the teenager had to raise a kid. So this is a very cheap apartment. I think it only goes to, 11,000. It has crappy, it does not supposed to look nice necessarily, but it did turn out pretty cool. It's got laundry in it just like every other thing, and I like Bab's style, but I ended up making her homeless because there wasn't space for 3 Sims necessarily, and I was like, you know what, it would make more sense if Emma raised the kid by herself. So Kyler is a toddler. And there are no bedrooms per se. There's a bathroom, but it's an open room, kind of like Salim's, except the toddler is in a more open space. I spent way too much time, I think, on Babs. I actually was making this during my math class after one of my tests. That's not a joke. Basically, the idea is that she's based off of the sim Babs Lamore, so that's why her name is Babs, and you probably will recognize her facial structure. And then she has a sister, Emma, who is more straight-laced, I guess the term could be, and follows the rules and takes care of her nephew, even though she doesn't have to. And Babs doesn't have an apartment. She just is a homeless sim that, you could move into an apartment and play with if you wanted to, and she is a style I haven't really done. She wears makeup, and I don't wear makeup myself, so I don't make a lot of sims with makeup, so that was difficult. And she lives in the Culpeper apartments. Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? She lives where the Ishikawa family lives. She lives in that tiny apartment. Not her, Emma and Kyler. And theirs is definitely the most rundown apartment. I am almost done with the Spice District. I just have to wait for the patch to come out, because again, remember, pre-recorded. And again, I apologize if sometimes I miss my Wednesday uploads. Those are just kind of random uploads. Depends on, if I'm able to get them done. And I'm kind of getting flustered with college, so I'm pre-recording as much as I can for the Sims of whatever, because I'm trying to do my best with that. She does not have colored hair. She has lighter brown hair, and I don't use the light brown hair very often, and I wanted to give her different color eyes. I wanted her to not look exactly like her sister. The idea is that they're 2 different people. So I almost did the whole stereotypical nerd look, but I decided against that because I was like, I've made how many Sims with that? And I don't use any CC. These are all up for download on the gallery. Babs is in the family when you download them. And I'm this save is kicking my butt. I have not ever really, this is the farthest I've gotten doing this, and it's kind of a pain to try to transfer everything, so I haven't set up skills and jobs yet. I'm waiting for the patch to do that, because some of the Sims are going to be jobs that aren't made yet. And I think a random Wednesday video is going to be Salim's apartment that I had to redo because I lost the apartment, plus the apartment wasn't functional, actually, believe it or not, so I had to redo that. I think I'm going to start, for bigger families, making it so that you only see their everyday outfit, because it's just a lot to watch, and I think I did that with her. So this is Kyler, her son, and I think you only see his everyday outfit being made because I had to get to class. And I just kind of wanted to give him an interesting name because his mom's kind of strange, so I'm just oh, he would obviously have a more interesting name, and Kyler is obviously not a common name. At me on that. You know it's not a common name, let's be real. Oh, I guess I did go back in and do Emma's. I think I'm going to skip through this because it's pointless, and we're just going to start in the build. So I wanted to give them this apartment, and I wanted to make it very old looking. It's meant to look super old, it's meant to look run down, it's meant to just not have a ton of nice things, and the kitchen ended up turning out really weird, and I've never done a kitchen like this before, but I think it was kind of interesting. This is a much shorter video, I think, because it's obviously such a cheap apartment that, like, it didn't take me all that long to build, and so there's that. And I have to redo the Rosoya family, and then the other apartment needs to be built, but I'm waiting for the patch for that one because one of the Sims is a fashion designer, and so I need to wait for that. And then I'll be done with the Culpeper Suite apartments, and I finished the Beta family and the other one, so I'm almost done with the Spice District entirely for the apartments wise. I don't know where I was going with this. I was trying to make the apartment cheap, and obviously it doesn't turn out as cheap as it probably should have been. It is one of my more favorite cheap apartments. Like, if you wanted a very cheap starter apartment, this would be perfect for it, but it's not my favorite in terms of, like, livability, because it's obviously, like, a super crappy apartment, and your Sims would, like, set fire to the kitchen, like, all the time. So that would be interesting, not gonna lie. I keep, like, losing voiceovers, so, like, I swear if this voiceover doesn't go through, I'll cry. Like, that's not a joke, I'll probably actually cry. Because my brain is fried right now, and I don't have the mental capacity to deal with having to redo this. I'm trying to do a restaurant, but it's not working, and I'm losing my mind slowly but surely. Don't worry, guys. It's all good, but I'm losing it. And I've been doing, like, only mismatched apartments. I have yet to do the bigger apartments, because those just take more time. So right now it's all, like, random scattered apartments, and so it's, like, interesting. But I've never really used this wallpaper, and it's not the worst wallpaper, but it's also not the nicest. It's kind of shitty. And then I tried to make it so there's, like, cracks in the walls and whatever, and apologies if I sound stuffed up, it's because I have a bloody nose, and so I'm trying to make it stop bleeding. And it's not as bad as it was in the last video, like, the summer, like, it's not as bad as it was when I was recording that, but it's still bleeding, and it's confusing, and I scared my friend, because I was like, dude, I have a bloody nose, and I don't know what to do. And she texted my other friend, and my friend was just like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, I'm just randomly bleeding. And it makes no sense. I think it's because the air is so dry, because, like, it's freezing out, and then we live in the fourth, I don't remember what floor I live in. I live on one of the upper floors, and so, like, it gets weirdly warm, and so we constantly have the fan on, and so, like, I'm just falling apart, guys. College is fun, but college is exhausting, and it makes you lose your mind, slowly but surely. Weirdly enough, the break made us need another break, because we were just all thrown off our schedule, so now we're just like, okay. We went from being used to having our classes to just barely functioning, and it's just not fun to mess up your schedule. I'm a routine person, and if you mess up my schedule, like, I lose my gosh darn mind. The idea was this is an old apartment, so, like, everything is situated really weirdly, but it also just looks weird in general, so I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of this build. It's very vintage. I think, like, everything in here is vintage. It's got, like, that color scheme. It's an interesting one. I don't know what I was going for, but I was going for something. And we don't know what's happening here, but we'll make do. I don't know what I did here. This is just a time. I don't know what happened here. It made no sense what was going on. I cannot fathom what was going on in this build. It was just, I can't even remember when I recorded this build. I hate having to put toddler stuff in like cheap apartments, because it takes so much more effort, and my brain is fried, and I luckily don't need to do any more voiceovers than this for a bit, because I don't think I could. These are probably the most boring voiceovers you'd ever hear, because I'm a boring human being, and so I'm not much fun. I just take way too long to do things, so I was just trying to add shelves and add details, and I don't know, it goes pretty quick from here. Oh, so now we're just putting random crap on shelves, and now we're just putting in a toddler bed, and I tried to stick with the same color wood, because obviously it doesn't make sense if you use a different color wood. So it's just the light color wood that I never use. I normally use like darker color woods, and I don't know, this was really weird to use lighter color woods, and I don't usually play with like boy children because like I don't know how to dress them in the slightest. So that was interesting, and this, no joke, in real time took at least, I swear it took like 3 minutes just to put, I actually put a laundry basket in. I keep forgetting to put laundry baskets in, but I put in laundry, so like, good luck with that. And I'm planning on doing some legit renovation builds of houses as soon as I possibly can, but like, no promises. I don't know when that's happening. That just takes so much more time, so right now it's just not possible. My brain hurts, guys. My brain hurts very much so. And we're coming to the end of the video. I don't know why I put in another desk. I just did. I think that's meant to be like if once Kyler grows up. And there's no, I don't believe I put a computer there. I don't know why I put the decoration box in here, because you can't really decorate the apartment, which is very sad. And I'm just, my brain is fried, y'all. Apologies, but my brain is fried. I don't even remember building half of this, and I don't even think it was that long ago that I built this, so I'm a good YouTuber, right? No, not, nope. So I guess Emma's kind of just a Renaissance sim, I think. I don't know if that's actually her aspiration, but that's kind of what I went with. She just finds ways to make money, because obviously she can't get a job because she's a teenager. So this is the end of the build, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!